Hello, good evening, everybody. Hi, good evening, and welcome to a Sunday session here on Beyond Authentic. I am Lisa. Welcome to all the wonderful weirdlings out there. Thank you for joining me this fine and dandy Sunday evening. Let me know what time it is wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you are coming in from. Let me have a little look-see. So we are going to be doing some free tarot readings this evening. Good evening to everybody here already. Good evening to Cosmic Miss. Hello, my darling. Good evening to Tammy Moodie, all the way over there from that there Canada. Good evening to Little Cobra. Hi, my darling. And Cosmic Miss, you're asking a question. We're not quite doing questions yet. Questions will be opening soon. Hello, Ed. Hello, all you say. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well. Kirsty McLurg is here as well. Good evening to Kirsty McLurg. Hi, my darling. The Kitchen Witch is here. My Oppo. Kirsty, hello, my darling. Good evening, one and all, and welcome. The list for tonight's readings request is not yet opened, so please hold on to any questions until then. Absolutely. I'm going to whack me ticker tape on. I've got a little ticker tape now that runs across the bottom of the line. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, there we go. Look at that. So the tarot will be open very, very shortly. It opens at 7:15. Oopsie. Anita, you're going to have to keep me to timings tonight because I've lost my piece of... I've lost my notepad with all my timings on of what I'm supposed to be doing with the schedule. It was here. Oh, no, I've got it. I've got it. It's here. It's here. Don't worry, Anita. I've got it, my darling. Right. Okie dokie. It's here. So then, yes, so welcome, everybody. We will be doing that there tarot very soon. I'm a little bit 6s and 7s tonight because we've got a new fur baby in the house. Yes, it's so cute. Oh, my God, it's so cute. I would show photos and that, but I'm not going to. But yeah, not on this stream. We might do it on another one over on the other channel. Why does my phone keep beeping at me? I don't understand. Every single time I come on, my phone's like beepity 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 beep. Hello, everybody. At least it's not Siri. That would be awful, wouldn't it? By the way, if you're watching this and you've got a Siri or Alexa, turn the volume down. Alexa, full volume. Siri, turn the volume up. There you go. That'll be annoying. It's 2 p.m. in Ottawa. Happy afternoon. Is it Monday or Sunday? I don't know. I don't know how time works anymore. Anita is here. Good evening, everyone. You saw on my Instagram. So precious. Yes, he's called Eddie. When Eddie said he didn't like his teddy and knew he was a no good kid. When he threatened your life with a switchblade knife. What a guy, makes you cry. And I did. When Eddie said he didn't like his teddy and knew he was a no good kid. When he threatened your life with a switchblade knife. What a guy. Makes you cry. And I did. Eddie. Oh, dear God. Dear God. Just singing Rocky Horror, you know, as you do, live on the internet. So yes, everybody, hi, good evening. And if you are here on the replay crew, thank you so much for joining. I know that we have many of you that watch on the replay crew. If you are here on the replay crew, please put the little doggy emoji, in the chat, just because we've got a little doggy. We've got a new doggy. So yes, put that in the chat. That would be absolutely great. Your dad called his dog Shaggy. It wasn't me. It wasn't. That's the one, isn't it? That's the one. If you could see you now. Were you singing? Along? I hope you were singing along because he really does love his teddy. We got one of these Kong toys. They've got like rope inside. Oh my God, you can't take him away from it. Absolutely bonkers. But yes, hello. Belinda Chapman is here. Good evening to Belinda Chapman. How are you, my darling? I'm going to try and turn this phone volume down. There we go. That's a little bit better. Good evening to Belinda. I hope you are well, my darling. New doggy. We've got a new pop-up. Have a look on Instagram. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks in the making. 9 weeks, because that's how old he is. But no, it's been a journey. There's going to be a whole vlog about it because this is not the first puppy that we ended up going for. So yeah. we've got a warning, a story of warnings. So we will tell that story at some point. What's lovely? What kind of fur baby has been added to the family? We're getting a new scaly baby this week. Oh my God, what scaly baby are you getting? We have got another Staffy. We've got a little boy Staffy. He's a black Staffy. He's so gorgeous. Have a look on my Instagram, Kelly. If you don't know, Instagram is just at Beyond Authentic, spelled exactly the same way as this channel. So go across to that one and you will see. You will absolutely see. It's not going to turn into a dogogram, an Insta dog or whatever that is. It's not going to turn into that. But I did say it. I was like, you are going to be on social media, mate, because you are so cute. Anyway, it's not going to turn into that. But I did say it. I was like, there we go. Bit of an echo. I was just checking that the Facebook, the Facebook is on. It is. If you are joining us on Facebook, everybody, then you do need to come across to the YouTube channel Beyond Authentic and subscribe at least 5 minutes before you are able to post. So if you want to get a reading, the tarot readings will open. The list will open at 7:15. We're going to take a few orders and then we close the list temporarily. And a little bit later on during the evening, we will open it again. So if you want to get a reading and you are on Facebook, I cannot reiterate this enough. You have to come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel and wait for 5 minutes. So bearing in mind it is now 6 minutes past 7 minutes past 7 nearly, you've got 8 minutes. So if you're going to want a question in, it doesn't open for another 8 minutes. You've got time to pop over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, ding your bell to change your settings to all, so that way YouTube should notify you each and every time we upload a video. And then not only can you ask a question here on the live tarot stream, but you also become a weirdling like the rest of us. Yay, you are officially a weirdling. That's all you've got to do. So then, that's it. Dead simple. We do have some house rules. As you can see, they are floating down on the bottom just here. So yeah, that is cool. Let's have a little look-see. You'll look forward to seeing that video. Oh my God, Belinda, it has been a nightmare. It has been a nightmare. I mean, it's ended perfectly because we've got the most perfect pup in the entire world, but it has ended. It's been a journey. That the police have been involved. We've got RSPCA involved. Just Casey, you name it. It has been an absolute journey. So yeah, we are going to make a video about that. Of course, you were singing along. Yay! When anything. Eddie! Your puppy's a purebred pit bull and her name is Reggae. Oh, that's so cool. And your male is half King Shepherd. What's a King Shepherd? And half Rottweiler. His name is Thor. Thor in Reggae. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. You'll look forward to seeing that video. Thank you, Belinda. Very nice. We'll have a wee look-see. You're getting a bearded dragon. Oh, we've got one left. The other one died, unfortunately. It was really sad. We just found her and she'd already passed away. But we got her from a breeder online, so I'm never doing that again, no matter what. That was awful. But yeah, questions get busy. So please post questions promptly so we can get an answer to so many. Exactly. Thank you, Neat, for that. You've already decided once you get a dog, it will be called Cat and a kitty called Doug. You're getting a dog called Cat and a cat called Dog. I mean, that makes sense. Eddie was nearly called Blue. So yeah, you know, because he's black. Yeah. Am I an Aquarius? No, I'm not an Aquarius. Guess again. Guess again. King Shepherd is the larger of the shepherds. What, like a German Shepherd? Like a big German? Do you mean like a German Shepherd? German Shepherds are huge. How big is going to be a bigger German? What? Oh, I need to Google. What? That is bonkers. Hang on, everybody. The tarot stream immediately stops because Lisa's ADHD brain immediately must find what a King Shepherd dog looks like. I know, right? I could Google on the laptop, but I've picked up a phone. So instead, I'm going to do it this way. Is a hybrid dog breed. They're a mix of many different breeds, but always have German Shepherd ancestry. Main colours are fawn red, black, brown, and sable. So is it just their coats are usually a combination of 2 or more colours? Is it just like, oh my God, he's huge! He's huge! Look! Is it? Wow. Wow. Dog. What? We cat and dog. I can't do it. Hang on. I can't do accents on demand, Kelly. Kelly's saying I need to try it in a Scottish accent. With Scottish accent. Oh, Ian. I don't know what I can't do it. I cannot do the accent. I cannot do it. Can I? Disgusting. Which one of you is the shit? I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Can I do it? Can I do the Scots? Nah, can I? King Shepherds. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Doug. Oh, actually, he's come from Newcastle. Well, further north of Newcastle. We had to drive past Newcastle to go and pick him up. That's why we've done a lot of driving recently. Yeah, Cosmic Mist, can you please confirm your age in the chat, please? Right, so then everybody, this is your 5-minute warning. Just slightly a minute late. But anyway, it's 5-minute warning. Questions are going to open in 5 minutes' time. If you haven't already, you need to be a subscriber before you can ask your question. Click that subscribe button now, ding your bell. That way YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video, and you can post comments on this video, and you can ask questions on tarot, and you become a weirdling. What more do you want? And it's free. Whew, I know, right? Big dogs are fab. Well, I mean, Staffies are kind of like a medium breed, so I'm okay with that. But yeah. Like we've had Alsatian mixes and that in the past. Yeah, bonkers. Anyway, everybody, tonight's going to be a really cool night. I haven't slept. So we didn't sleep for days because of all the stress of getting, because of all the stress of Buddy. Now then, if you want the story of Buddy, the dog that potentially never was. I mean, Jesus. But if you want the story of Buddy, it will be on our other channel, Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty, at some point. But this is why we haven't filmed any videos. It's why my Etsy shop video hasn't come out. It's why the car vlog on the other channel, the weight loss update, hasn't happened, because we've been dealing with trying to get Eddie home and actually the whole Buddy saga. So the saga of Buddy, it sounds like a rune epic, doesn't it? It sounds like a runic story, and it might as well be. It was bonkers for a while. We didn't actually think, well, it's still continuing. It's not even finished yet. We've still got police and that to deal with and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be bonkers. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. But anyway, we will tell you all about that. You would have classed collies as a medium-sized breed. What? Really? But furry Holly Willoughby is huge. Oh, thank you. Vegan for Life is here. Hello, Vegan for Life. How are you, my darling? I look beautiful tonight. Thank you, my darling. This is a little bit of JSC blood sugar on my eyes, the pink and the purple, mixed in with a little bit of the purple from ABH Riviera because it was still out and it wasn't quite popping enough, mixed with the blue eyeliner from Revolution, which I've got on. So, yeah. And then the lips are just Lime Crime. A Lime Crime liquid lippy, because it just kind of popped. So thank you very much. This is my favorite color. Like the Riviera palette, lots of colors, lots of neutrals. Nope, the pink and the purple. If it was down to me, that's all I would use. If it was down to me, this is pretty much would be my daily, every single day makeup look. Just because. Right then, so we are counting down. Until the list opens. But thank you, Vegan for Life. I will take all and any compliments. Trust me. You only do dogs that come up to your knee height, which isn't very high. What's that, like chihuahuas? So basically, Kirsty, then you can only get a miniature chihuahua when they're a puppy, and the minute they grow beyond like 8 weeks old, they're too big for you. Because for those of you who don't know, right, Kirsty on the live stream, it's really funny. Kirsty on her live stream, right? When she comes back to it later on in the year, when she comes back to doing the YouTubes, because she's still in the process of moving. It's a very, very stressful time. So when all that sorts itself out at some point later this year or early next year, whatever she decides, you will see that Kirsty from the waist up looks quite diddy. From the waist down, she's quite diddy too. Now I'm 6'2", right? So when we go shopping, it looks like it looks like we're the Crankies or something. It's a very interesting dynamic. For those of you that are English back in the day that remember Little and Large, it's not even that. It's beyond that. So yes, it's very interesting. You can't have a dog jump up and put its paws on your shoulders. It terrifies you. Well, I mean, also to be fair, like most dogs don't need to jump up to put their paws on your shoulders, do they? They just kind of go, And that height. She's not that little. She's not that little, just compared to giantess old me here. You would have classed collies as a medium breed. I think collies are quite big though. Hey Karen, how you doing, lovely? So you remember people's names. I don't remember people's names. Yeah, hi Karen. Vegan for life is Karen. I can't remember. I cannot remember. My life is just bad. You're loving the shadow. Oh, eyeshadow. I was like, what shadow? I've got my lights on, so they're casting shadows. Anita, you're doing well. Trying to find a bereavement counsellor, which I agree I need. Yeah, absolutely, my darling. Oh, well, Karen, that's amazing. She's a working line. Her bestie also is a collie, is smaller. Yes, well, that's it. Most collies are smaller. What have we got here? Well, Karen, that's awesome. Fan Tabby Dozy. Hope you get it sorted. Absolutely, my darling. Everybody's saying that that's really, really sounds really amazing, Karen. So thank you for that. Priya, I'm sure you definitely need it. Absolutely, my sweetheart. We're a bit like the Crankies. Never thought of that. I know, right? The Crankies. Everybody's laughing at the Crankies. Yep, thank you. The Crankies, because, you know, the Crankies. Yeah, so Kirsty is 5'3" and I am 6'2". That's without my heels on my platforms. Now, I love platform shoes, platform boots, big heels. Like, I've got some of my high heels that are like this. You know, where you walk and your foot is literally like this, right? My husband is 5'8". So, needless to say, I don't wear my high heels around him very much, because I tower over him anyway. And so then adding in my high heels, I mean, my new rocks have a chunky heel like this on them. So, you know. Oh, thanks, Belinda. You're 5'3" as well. Okay. I'll just be like, I don't watch Harry Potter, so I don't know what she's called. But who is the like Hagrid's? Is it his girlfriend or something? Is she a giant or a giantess or an elf giant or something? Is elf giant from Harry Potter, or is that from Thor? The ice giants. Is that Thor? I'm right confused. I don't know. Anyway, everybody, the reading list is now officially open. So if you would like a reading, what you have to do is pop the word question before your question into the chat over here on the YouTubes. If you are watching this on Facebook, good evening and welcome. You are more than welcome to watch along. But if you would like a free reading, then you do have to pop across to the YouTube. So yes, that's just because that's just the way it works. If there's a problem with that, then unfortunately we can't do your reading tonight. We can only do them on the YouTubes. Just to reiterate that. Right, I do have some new cards to show you all. I know it's bad, right? So these are my affirmators cards. And they are slightly bonkers, but I love them in a slightly bonkers way. So if I show you what they're like, so we've got like the Two of Pentacles. Look how cool this is. It's like a children's book. So I've got some affirmators cards in here, right? And they're little affirmation cards with fun little kind of animal diagrams on. And this is in the same art style, and I absolutely love them. The cardstock is really nice. So look, there's the sun. Look how bright and gorgeous it is. It's kind of like quite naive, but very nice, but a little bit kind of bonkers, but lovely. Neil is here. Hello, Neil. Good evening, everyone, says Neil. Necro Neil, live in the chat. So we were supposed to have filmed our second episode of the Witchy Wednesday with podcast, which is the brand new podcast that me and Neil are doing. We've got it all planned out. We've got everything to go. Neil has bought a new mic stand, one of these little mic standy things and everything. Because of the faff with Buddy and then Eddie and the police and the KC and the RSPCA and all of that lot, we weren't able to film it yet. So we're going to be filming that this week. That will be coming up on the last Wednesday of November. It's always going to be the last Wednesday of the month. And we've now got it sorted out on SoundCloud as well. So it's also on the SoundCloud. So you can download the audio only version, plug it into your head. Plug it in your head. Yeah, that's right. That's what you do. Plug it in your head. Plug it into your brain. No, put do earphones. Do the thing that makes you listen. Do that, right? And then you can listen to us on the go. So Belinda, if you are running, like cycling, doing your like 25 million mile cycle, you can do that on your bike and have us on your earbuds, headphones. headset thing, all of that. Hang on, Rufus, is Buddy out? Is Eddie out? Okay, all right, he's asleep. I was going to show you him, but he's asleep. So, all right, no worries. I was going to show you him, so never mind. Never mind. Next time, maybe. But what was that? Oh, God, the messages. Where is going bonkers? Are we on? This is slow mode on. It should be. The chat is going really ballistic already. Okay, Kirsty McLurg wants some guidance. We can sort that out. Belinda, it's handy in some ways, but a real bugger in others, isn't it? I know, right? It means you can buy children's shoes and clothes, but it doesn't mean you need help getting something from the top shelf. I know. You see, I need help getting something from the bottom shelf. So when we cook together, Kirsty, when we actually do a meal together at some point, it'll be like, right, I'll get the tins down, you get the stuff out of the little cupboard. Okay. Yeah, leave him asleep then.
Before you switch off at the end of this thing,
he'll be awake by then. Yeah. Oh, he's asleep. He's had some scrambled egg for his dinner, so he's having a little snooze. So yeah, so cute. Even his poos are cute. I mean, do you know who am I? I've turned into a right giddy, but then again, I was like that with Alvy as well. Anyway, right then, so we are doing some tarot readings. The list is open. I am going to crack through them tonight. We're going to start very, 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 very soon. So then, if you haven't already, if you don't know, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. I am going to put a little swooshy thing in here because this is tarot with the fluffy bits removed. So if you are looking for a tarot reading that is like, it's like if you're looking for an astrology reading, your horoscope, like you get in the paper. Oh, this you are going to have some communication and it's going to be interesting and you are going to eat some food this week. If that's what you're looking for, go to another channel. That's not what we do here. That is not what we do here. If you are looking for me to turn the cards over and say, you are doing a fantastic job. You're doing everything right. Keep doing you. Go you. That also is not what we do here. If the message from the cards is, what the hell are you doing? Sort your life out. Pull your finger out your backside and get on with things because damn, if that is the message from the cards, that is the message that I will be giving you. No fluffiness here. Now, if that's offensive, if you don't like that, please find another channel. Equally, I have to warn you all that I do use the cursey words. I know I quite like the cursey words. I'm a big fan. So then, if you don't like cursey words involved at all, again, this might not be the channel for you. Once I get into the readings, I just go stream of consciousness. So the words come out my mouth. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time, whether I'm saying cursey words or not. So if you have children listening, if you have young kids around you, maybe put your headphones on, put them on some Peppa Pig. That would be my advice. Anyway, all of that being said, the only other thing to tell you about is that, of course, we are on the YouTubes. We are on the Facebook. So your tarot reading is being broadcast to the interwebs. And as we all know, once something has been broadcast on the interwebs, it is there for life. So if you are asking a question that you don't want coming up in 5, 10, 20 years time or whatever, then please be aware of that. Equally, this is being broadcast to a whole wide range of people. Not everybody is going to be sympathetic. We've got an amazing moderator team here on this channel, an amazing team of people that keep the chat safe. They are the spanners. If somebody with a wrench next to their name asks you a question, please do what they say. They have full total authority when I'm doing my readings to ask any question, to ban anyone, to kick anyone, anything that they think is out of order, they will be jumping on, because this is a warm and friendly chat. Now, the nature of this community is that obviously people are asking for tarot questions because things are going on in their lives. Sometimes it's amazing celebratory things. Sometimes it's stuff that's a bit harder to deal with. With all that being in mind, with all that being said, if somebody is asking a question that is emotional, trigger warning now, there may be stuff that is triggering. So if you hear me talking, if a question comes up and you've got to like swap out of the feed, the live stream for a little bit, absolutely, you look after you. I will try and put, I had it pointed out to me this week. I will try and give trigger warnings if we're talking about sensitive subjects. Equally, just bear in mind that, this is a public forum. So if you are in the chat, if somebody asks a question and is going through something, if you've been through something similar and you can offer some advice to that person, feel free to put that in the chat. It won't be read out by me unless you know, I'm sort of done the reading, and in between the two readings, I will try and keep that just into the chat. Okay, everyone. So then, that is all the caveats. That is everything done and said. So then, we will. You like my necklace, Neil? Thank you. It's a Fimo, I think it is, goddess, that I picked up from a little company that I get on eBay. I've got one in every one of the elements, plus others. Plus, it's the people that do my... Oh, where's my little print? Oh, it must be over there. I've got a little, like, spring and an autumn little print thing that goes on. I've got them in oak leaf designs, you name it. I love this little company. Can't remember what they're called, but if I remember, I'll try and put a link down below. Right then, everybody. Let's get on with some tarot, shall we? So it is that time of the day. Let's hit the first one of... Hang on a second. Got rid of the wrong thing. Professional YouTuber here. Professional YouTuber. I'm not. Right then, let's do the first swooshy swoosh, and we will get cracking with the knacking. I think that's a phrase. Okay then, so we have Wispy here, but we also have Scarlett on standby. Don't know why Scarlett's here tonight, but welcome, Scarlett. So if you don't know, I have 2 tarot guides that I mainly use. I've actually got 4, but there's 2 that like appearing on the channel. One is Wispy, which is very air energy, very manic, slightly floaty energy, and the other one is gorgeous Scarlett, who is a red dragon, and that tends to come in, or she tends to come in, when it's a little bit more either romance or passion, or things get heated, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Right then, let's get cracking then, shall we? Oh, before I do, I've just seen that message there, Ed. Did we name little Eddie after you? We didn't, Ed, unfortunately. No. It's just a thing. So Eddie is the dog we've ended up with. Buddy is the dog that we nearly got. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Right then, let's have a look. Hang on. Right. Okie dokie. Let's have... what am I doing? So then, Kirsty McLurg. Kirsty McLurg is first up today. Kirsty McLurg. So then, Kirsty, my darling. Good evening to Sydney. First time watching. Sydney Jackson. Hello, my darling. I hope you are well. I used to have a good friend called Sydney, and yeah, she was bonkers, but loved it to bits. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? I'm doing a reading. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a reading. I'm literally in the middle of things. Right, Kirsty McLurg. My brain just got... You saw it live. That was a live ADD tangent. Now, I know a lot of people, when they talk about ADHD, ADD, when they talk about it, it's done like, oh, I'm so... You know, when people say, what is it? I'm so OCD, and they'll say that, and it's like they don't mean OCD, they mean they're just a bit tidy. I am not joking about pretty much being certain that I have ADD. It's just that I'm waiting on trying to get a diagnosis, which as an adult takes 20 years. No, not quite, but it does take a long time. So yeah, as an adult, it's really difficult. But anyway, Kirsty McLurg, my darling, you are up first. Thank you for welcoming Sydney into the community. Welcome, Sydney. You are now officially a weirdling. Moderators, maybe we need that. Maybe when new people come in, we need to say welcome and you know, congratulations on becoming a weirdling and subscribing to the channel. That would be cool. Can we have something like that, please? That would be so cool. We welcome. Hi. Welcome. You are now officially a weirdling. Yay! We need a thing. We need a thing. We absolutely need a thing. Right. Anyway, Kirsty McLurg, my darling. So I've got your question up in front of me. You are just wanting some general guidance. Okie dokie. We will do that for you, my love. So then, our gorgeous, lovely... oh, okay. It feels like we are going to be having Scarlett. Okay. Okay, Scarlett's in. Okay. Scarlett is in. That's absolutely fantastic. So then, Scarlett, Kirsty McLurg, the lovely Kirsty McLurg, is looking for a general reading, really, just a little bit of general guidance, and to see what is happening in the weeks to come. So yes, let's have a little look-see then, shall we, and see. Oh, we've had a card jump. Thank you, Scarlett. You don't do cards that twist, you do jumpers. This might be why, Kirsty, this might be why we've got Scarlett. The first card that jumped is the Seven of Cups. So your modifier is the Seven of Cups. Let me just take that message off. There you go. So the Seven of Cups is a modifier. Now, the Seven of Cups is about passions and about looking for the things that spark joy and the things that create that love feeling, all of those positive emotions. I'm also just noticing, by the way, look how ADD in progress. Look how I went ham on my bronzer. Just there. I know, right? I always do. If you don't know, come over and join us over on the other channel, Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty, every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. And I do my face and I ask you all to help me, and I give you options of palettes and things like that. And I often there, you can see me go ham live with the bronzer. And this side didn't look too bad. This side, I had my desk lamp shining on me, and this did not look as dark as this. But just in that light there, look at that. That's very dark. Anyway, so Kirsty, the Seven of Cups is all about looking for your joy, really. I don't know how else to put it. Now, you're at a crossroads, which means everything. So everything that I'm about to say, everything with the three cards we're going to read, is being filtered through this. Now, the crossroads for me, there's this card, there's the Fool, there's I think one other card that denote a very similar energy, and this is basically saying that, do you know what, actually you've got like there's a lot of questioning going on at the moment. Okay, so because we've got some questioning going on, and because there's a little bit of searching and a little bit of discovery, it's like all of that is going on in your emotional side. So that is basically that's where we are with that card. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and cut the deck, and I will do your reading for you. So really interesting that we've got Scarlett on board, and the first card that comes up is was there a card upside down then? Hang on a second, there was. That didn't flip with this reading, so that isn't about this reading. Sorry, Scarlett, but she showed me it. Did you see as the drop went? I'm going to be interested to watch this back. 1930, so 33 minutes in, 35 minutes in, because I swear down it dropped twice, and the first card was the one that had flipped. So that was interesting. Right then, there we go. So here we are then. We've got a proper reading. Oh. Okay, so Kirsty McLurg, as I often say, the minor cards in the deck, are the cards that have names, or so they're like the kings, or they are the numbers in the tarot suit. So they're the ones that go ace to 10, jack, queen, king. Okay, those are the minor suit, minor arcana. The major arcana are the cards called with names and titles. Okay, so this would be a minor arcana card, and out of your 3 main card reading, you have 2 major arcana cards. Now, for me, the major arcana cards are your headlines. Okay, so when you open up a newspaper, or when you see a newspaper on the newsstand, or when you see an article on a website, right, you go, oh, I don't know, it might say, I don't know, it's something that might be interesting. You know, pop singer Pink comes out as lesbian, reveals she's had 5-year affair with Cher, right? You would want to read that. You would go, huh? With Cher? Okay. And then you read it, and it says, oh, actually, you know, the actual story is something completely different, but it got you to buy the newspaper or the clickbaity thing. So that is the headlines, right? So you've got the Empress. I fucking love this card. Sorry, swore. 35 minutes in. Never mind. I love this card. I love this so much. There's a poster of her up here just behind me. So the Empress is talking about abundance, and that can sometimes mean wealth, but it can also, going through this, I think it's more the nurturing aspect of the card. So this is really saying that in the past, you've had this kind of, I'm getting really warm with this turtleneck. You've had this sort of ability, or you've had this bit in your life where you've been really, you felt needed, you felt loved, you felt all of those warm fuzzies, but also from a position of like, almost like a position of authority. Now, whether this is, oh, That's me watch. I was like, nothing's beeping. It's me watch. I know, professional. But when oh god, it makes me laugh. 1 second, Kirsty. Cuspu Madagaria, you need to come across onto YouTube. So if you're looking for a reading, you need to come onto the YouTube channel, which is Beyond Authentic. You're free to watch this on Facebook, but on YouTube is where you need to ask the question, because that's where we've got the moderators. Okay, my darling. So come across to the YouTube channel, which is Beyond Authentic, spelled exactly the same way as the Facebook page, and then come across to there. Thank you very much. So yeah, so Kirsty, I think that this is talking about like your position rather than like work. It's almost like being the head of the family or the head of a group and being responsible for all of those things. So that in your past position, I think is kind of that gave you that fulfillment, and that gave you that feeling of knowing your place in the world, what you've got to offer, and all of that. Now, in your current position, we've got another major arcana card. This is the Sun. And the Sun is all about a brand new project. So this is something that is coming your way, okay? And the Sun it's often seen as growth. It's often seen as, it can also indicate sort of children on the cards. But often like this growth element is very much linked in with this nurturing. So this is the past. This is you maybe searching for a bit of a new pattern in life, somewhere new to go. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because, again, we've got the Seven of Cups here. We've got this crossroads point. So this is where you are almost like, do you know what? I'm looking for that next thing. I'm looking for the thing that is going to lift my spirit and lift my soul. And this is kind of where you're headed. So you've got this coming, right? So you've got this element here. It is coming into play. So there is going to be this new, like, new ideas, new elements, new growth. There's a new baby. Now, when I say baby, I mean like this could be your project. You go, oh, I've got a new job. It's my new baby. Or, you know, when it could be a pet. Like, obviously, we've just got a new dog. So that could be your new baby. You know what I mean? It could literally be that you are taking on a brand new part of something at work, a brand new project that you're going to be project managing. And you're like, this is my baby. I'm going to see this through to the end. You know, whatever that means for you, this energy is coming in right now. Now, the future energy, I mean, it could actually be a baby. The reason I'm saying this is because the future energy is the King of Cups. So this is why Scarlett jumped in. King of Cups, romance. This can mean a masculine figure. So this could be somebody traditionally thought of as male. It can also be somebody with very masculine qualities. And this is somebody that is likely to be coming into your life. Now, the way that I read, the court cards tend to represent people, but they can sometimes represent elements of you. Now, the kings are people that are very sure of themselves, very determined, and very open and free with their emotions, because it's the King of Cups. Okay, so it could be that you are going on a bit of a journey emotionally, and you are going to be kind of hitting this new bit where you are very self-assured, very, very sure of yourself in terms of the things that spark joy and the things that drive you to move forward. Okay, so hopefully you can take that. It's a really interesting time, Kirsty. This is a really, really positive card. I cannot tell you how positive this is in your new. Now, it may well feel that you've got this echo coming in already, this new sort of energy coming in. And whatever it is, just look for the things that make you, that spark joy. That's all you need to do, and follow that. Okay, my darling. I hope you can take that, Kirsty. I really, really do. If you can, let me know down in the comment section. That would be absolutely lovely. So yes, thank you very, very much. Right then. We will crack on. We've got some more questions in. So right, we've got Jessica Ryan. Your question is in, my darling. I will get to you very, very shortly. Before we do, I am just going to hit this little button. If you would like to support myself and this channel just a little bit more, you can do so by going over to this. That's right. You can go across to buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic and buy me a coffee, because I do have a coffee addiction. It is very good. I love it a lot. On my On the other channel, I will be filming this week a skinny syrup haul, because I might have got 4 bottles of syrup plus 3, plus 3 little mini bottles. So yeah, not that I have a coffee addiction, you understand, but I do have a slight dependency on the coffee. To the point that for my birthday, like everybody knows, or my mum used to know, and Rufus knows, like if we are able to eat cakes and we're not on Slimming World, then it's a coffee cake, not a coffee walnut, because I don't like walnut. It gives me indigestion, but a coffee cake, absolutely. Also tiramisu, coffee flavored yogurt, all of that. If it's got coffee flavoring in it, I will love it. I will love it. Right then, Cosmic Miss. Anita here in the chat is asking you to confirm your age, please. Anita is our head moderator, our major moderator, our major spanner. So can you please confirm your age, my darling? Unless we know that you are over, unless we know your age, then unfortunately we cannot do a reading. So yes, right then, let's have a look. So the questions are likely to close temporarily very shortly, and then we'll probably open them again at about 8 o'clock. So then, Jessica, hello everyone. Hope you're all keeping well today. Question next 3 weeks. Okay, my darling. So Jessica Ryan is wanting to know what is likely to be happening over the next 3 weeks. So then, Jess, we're going to do you a little swoosh for the timestamp, and then I'll do your question next. Oh, no, that didn't do the timestamp. That did. Okay, which have we got Wispy back? Have we got Wispy? I think we've got Wispy. Okay, Wispy, we've got Wispy. Right. So then, Jess, you've got slightly chaotic energy around you because we have Wispy in the chat. So then, Wispy, Jess would like to know what is going to be happening, a general reading for the next 3 weeks. So I'm going to do this slightly different, Jess. We're not going to do a past, present, future. We're literally going to do a card for the week, okay? 1 card per week, give you a bullet point idea. Oh, okay. That tried to jump. Maybe we'll hold that one there. I literally had a card try and pop out. So I'll turn that over in just a second. Right then, so Wispy, we're doing a 3 card, okay? First week card 1, second week card 2, third week card 3. I have to explain it to the guide so that they can jiggle the cards and do whatever they need to do here. So then we'll do the cut. And there we go. So the card that flipped, before I turn these over, oh, Jess, it's the World. That's a very good positive card. So you have the World as your modifier. So the World for me is all about opportunity. It's all about grasping the things that come your way. It's all about doing the things, doing all the things, like everything that you are possibly able to do them. It's about grasping, like if there's a tendril, if there's a whisper of something that might be positive, you grab hold of it and you say, this is what I'm going to do and this is where I'm going to head, and oh, there's an opportunity here. That's what the World means, okay? It means literally the world is at your fingertips. The world is your lobster. I know it should be oyster, but I say lobster. So yeah, so really positive card. And that's your modifier. Oh, geez, right, okay. Wow. So the first week, we have this next week coming, we have transition. Now, in other decks, this is called something else, but it always means transition or transformation. Now, this is talking about change, Jess. So there is some change coming your way. And I don't mean like you're going to pay with a £10 note and get £8.20 change. I don't mean that. What I mean is there is a shift happening, and it's going to be quite a big shift in terms of some major aspect of your life. Now, because we're doing a 1 card per week, it doesn't tell me what that aspect is, but this week is going to be all about change. It's all about coming out of one pattern, starting a new pattern, particularly with this opportunity coming your way as well, right? So it's going to be flowing. There is going to be this element of leaving, like closing one chapter, starting the next. So that is going to be happening this coming week. So if there's anything at all that you are like, do you know what? I need to be done with this. This is the week to do it. If there's anything where you're like, this is when I need to do a deep clean, this is when I need to do, I don't know, this is where I need to have a clear out of my wardrobe, whatever it is, this is the week to do it. This is that big shifting week, okay? And it's almost like that. It's almost like that change of seasons, you know, where you go from summer to autumn and you go, oh, suddenly I'm going to pull out the turtleneck. Suddenly, I'm going to pull out this is only a thin jumper, but the jumper dresses rather than just the t-shirts. And it's that shift where you go, oh, it's not cold yet, but I need to get the other bit of my wardrobe out rather than my summer wardrobe. It's that sort of shift that we're talking about. So there is something quite large going on here. Now, the next week, so week 2, we've got the 5 of Cups. Now, this is a really interesting card. It's upright. All of these are upright cards. Now, the 5 of Cups is about feeling disappointment and loss, okay? Because that's literally what is here. Oops, this side there. That's literally what is here on the card, right? So this person is, everything is, don't laugh at me, right, when I'm trying to point these out, because everything on my screen is flipped. So I'm having to go like this person, even though on my screen it should be here. There. Right, that one. So this person is looking at these glasses of wine, these goblets of wine, cups of wine that they have knocked over, and they are like, oh no, I paid for 3 glasses of wine and I've knocked them over, and oh, they won't take my credit card anymore. No. But actually, there's 2 here upright. So it's talking about disappointment, and it's talking about kind of having that thing where you are disappointed, but you don't realize what you've still got. Okay, so that whatever this shift happens, it can be for the better or for the worse, because it doesn't say on its own. But I think it will lead to a bit where you are going to be feeling you're going to be missing what's changed. Okay, so week 2, just be aware of these feelings of, you know, how can I put this right? I've just had a flash from Mr. Wispy. Thank you, Wispy. Not Mr. Whippy. That's an ice cream. From Mr. Wispy, who's basically just given me this idea that for some people, change in itself is really difficult, right? And you miss the pattern, even if the pattern is destructive. I don't know whether that makes any sense to you, right? So it's like with me, we're now on Slimming World. Everything is great. We're healthy eating. Like, I'm feeling better. I'm looking better. Like, my skin and hair is better. Everything is great, right? But I miss being able to eat, like, just order a pizza or just order like chicken and chips and a burger and crap, right? I miss that because a part of me liked that because it was tasty and it hit all those buttons in my brain. But I prefer where I am now, but there is still a little bit that's like, oh, I could have just some like fried chicken and chips. That'd be really nice. Even though I wouldn't actually probably like it now, but there's still a part of me that misses that. Does that make sense? So yeah. And that's what we're talking about here. So even though the change is for the better, there is still this little bit of disappointment and adjustment. And you need to realize that even if this feels dark, there is some light here. And then the last card that you've got, Jess, for week 3 is the 10 of Cups. It's celebration. Celebrate good time. Come on. Do, 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 do. Yeah, but no, don't do the whole song, Lisa. Don't do the whole song. So the 6 is normally a celebration card, but the 10 is also a celebration because it's kind of coming to the end of a emotional journey, but it's coming to the end where literally you've got the end of your rainbow. I don't know what that song was. I just a song. So yeah, so you've got the end of your rainbow. So this is a really positive card again about finding that peace and about finding things. So things are going to shift. You might feel a bit uneasy about it. You're going to feel that you've missed out on things. And in week 3, there's going to be a lot more opportunities and you're going to be able to grab these things that the world card is bringing up. There you are, Jess, my darling. I hope that makes sense to you. I really, really, really do. But that is your reading for tonight. Thank you so much for asking. If you would like a reading, by the way, the questions have temporarily closed. The list has closed. It will reopen a little bit later. So just hang 10 if you are wanting a question. Obviously, you do need to be over here on the YouTube. So do make sure you are subscribed. And also do make sure that you have your bell notification. Oops, your bell icon clicked to all. That way we should be able to, YouTube will notify you each and every time I upload a video. Right then, my darling, Tammy Moodie, you are up next. Tammy, are you here in the chat? If so, please say hello there. Please say hello in that there chat. That would be absolutely lovely. So let's just have a little quick look. I'm going to have a look back at the chat itself. Good evening, Priya. Is that Dr. Priya? Yes, it is. Good evening, Dr. Priya. How are you, my darling? Sydney Jackson, I think your question is in. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Angela, hello, Angela. Nice to see you here on the chat. Yep, thank you very much for coming in today. Oh, and you've asked a question. Fantastic. Right, who else have we got here in popping on? Good Soul is here. Angela, by the way, welcome to the channel, and you are now a weirdling by hitting the subscribe button. You are officially a weirdling. Tammy is here. Fantastic. Hello, Tammy, my darling. Right then, I'm going to do this, and then I will get to your reading. Remember, everybody, I know Halloween has just happened, but as we say on this channel, witches are life. No, witches are for life, not just for Halloween. Thank you very much, everybody. You can go across to that website, authenticwitch.co.uk. The witch is spelled with a Y. It is the channel. It is the business that myself and the lovely Kirsty from Kitchen Witch are running now. We're a little micro business. We're not even a small business. We are a micro business. So yeah, we will absolutely go across to that if you want to have a look at some lovely witchy things. Right then, Tammy, I have your question in front of me. You are asking for a general guidance. So then, I wonder which dragon you're going to get, because we've got both of them in. Oh, we've got Wispy. Don't even need to say that. Thank you, Wispy. Energy bubbles, like somebody doing this on the back of your neck. That's what Wispy does. There we go. I like my little witchy bell now. So then. Good Soul, hello, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, that makes me feel really old. Good Soul, I am young and hip. God damn it, I am a teenager. I identify as a no, I can't. I can't pull that off. And B, I would never be a teenager ever again. 35, I think, like knock 10 years off. I could do with 10 years off, but no, I wouldn't ever be a teenager again. But anyway, right then, Tammy, let's have a look. So then, Wispy, Tammy just wants a little bit of guidance for the next sort of couple of weeks ahead. What are we on now? Is there like 3 weeks till the end of the month? I think there is, isn't there? So that might be a good one. I know there's 3 Sundays till the end of the month. So then, Wispy. Oh, we haven't had a jump. So there's no modifier card for you today, Tammy, but never mind. Oh, yeah, look. I was like, what's that? It's that. That's what that is. Right then, let's do your cuts. Are you going to fall? You are. There we go. So then, you could do with 20 years off, Neat. No, not at all, my darling. Not at all. You are gorgeous as you are. So then, Tammy, we have the next sort of the next 3 weeks. What we'll go back to the past, present, future, just to give a little bit of guidance. So in the past, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Pentacles is money. Oh, Anne Mac. Hello, Anne Mac. You are on the Facebook. If you would like a reading, Anne Mac, you need to come across onto the YouTube channel. So do come across, sign up, or subscribe rather to the YouTube channel Beyond Authentic, and then I'll be able to do a reading for you when the list opens. Or you'll be able to ask for one. But feel free, if you just want to watch, my darling, and comment and join in, feel free to do that on the Facebook. Right then. So then we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, this is the 5 of Coins, 5 of Discs, it's often called. This is about career and finance. So this is about money. And there is something that you've got here where you have a, oops, there we go. Look, I can't point the cup, but that side. Where your blindfold is being lifted. So there is something here where you have knowledge now about a situation that you didn't have before. So something has changed in your finance or in your work situation, and it's kind of like, right, okay, you've had your eyes opened. Now you see how things really are. Does that make sense? And it can be a positive thing, or it can be it can feel a little bit of a negative thing, because it is one of those things where you're like, right, okay. I see the truth. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes and saw the sign. Yeah, my ADD is just going full frontal today because I am very tired with a puppy. But anyway, so you've definitely had that awakening, okay, Tammy? There's definitely been this thing where you are now like, oh, whether that's a oh, this is really interesting. I've got all of these things I can do, or whether this is a oh, you bastards, you really did try and pull a number on me and pull the wool over my eyes and you hoodwinked me and now I see what you were doing, you bastards. Like if it's that, or if it's a I've seen some opportunities, this is really interesting, what can I do? I'm not quite sure because it's a neutral card, okay, so it doesn't have a positive or a negative of its own. Now in the present position we've got the 9 of Cups reversed. Now the 9 of Cups is often a card that is associated with loneliness. It's like you haven't got people around you, you've invited everyone to your birthday party, nobody showed up. I always call it lonely Jesus. It's like Jesus did the Last Supper and then everybody buggered off and then he was like, right, I'll get the bin bag then, guys, don't worry about it, I'll get the bin bag, I'll start cleaning the plates out and throwing away the old crap. And does nobody want this bit of cake? No, right? I'll put it in the cling film, put it in the fridge for later. So all of that is a thing, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what I can't read. I can't read the chat, but I've just seen Kelly's message. Thank you. I guess I shouldn't be looking, but anyway. So then, Tammy, what this card says to me is that at the moment, like the reversal here is that you're not kind of feeling your place. It's not that you're lonely. It's that kind of you're not sure who to invite to your birthday. Does that make sense? Like the equivalent birthday. So it's that thing on social media, or it's that thing where you are like, I really want to do this. I really want to speak to these people. I really want to be part of this community over here. But actually you're feeling a little bit kind of like, you know that scene in Mean Girls where they're walking around the tables and you've got like the goth kids and the plastics and something else and something, and you've got like, you know, and you're just like, you've got your tray and you're like, I don't know where to sit. It's that's kind of the feeling from the card at the moment. Now, it's linked into whatever this financial career thing is, so it could well be at work. Now, in your future, this is what is coming up in the next kind of month. We've got some more journeying. Now, you've got another 5. You've got the 5 of Wands. Now, again, the 5s for me are all about knowledge. They are all about different ways. For me, the 5 of Wands is about a journey and a journey of discovery normally, rather than a physical journey. It can mean a physical journey, but normally for me, it is about that shift going forward. It is about changing your perspective and like realigning, reassembling kind of how you think about things. And so that is really cool. So this is a really good card of kind of having this situation, this central situation, which is the 9, having this kind of, how can I put it? It's almost like whatever this is going on where you're feeling a little bit out of the clique, that is going to shift, and you are going to shift it, and you are going to go on this journey where you are going to discover more about your confidence and your self-esteem. I think this is a key thing actually, because for me the Wands are all about your inner self, your how you see yourself and all of that, right? And this is a really big thing, that like the Wands are a really big part of, for me, part of our identity. And the fact that you've got this card coming up, which is like not feeling that you fit in, followed by a card of discovery, followed by, you know, coming after the card of having your blindfold lifted. This tells a story. Like, here is the knowledge. Things weren't necessarily what you thought they were. Now you feel that you don't quite know who to trust, where you fit in the clique. And then here comes, oops, wrong way. Here comes the journey of discovery that leads you to, you know, more intimate knowledge of yourself. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean. I'm going to pull one more card. Wispy, I need the top card to be where this is going to lead. Okay, so not just about the situation now, but where we're going after the 5 of Wands, Wispy. So the top card, please. Thank you very much. I like ringing Wispy's bell. You can ring her bell. Oh, the King of Pentacles. Money, career, being the boss. Oh, Tammy, something interesting is coming. Something interesting is coming. This is this. Work, right? Work, 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 work. Right, whatever that is. Sorry, for those of you that are new, I have ADD, ADHD, and my brain goes off on tangents. So, a pattern, having things uncovered, feeling that you don't fit in and things have been a bit of a lie, and actually not knowing who to trust and and seeing all the cliques around you, followed by this journey of discovery, followed by either you becoming the boss or a whole new relationship with boss person. So the king is an authority figure. I don't read necessarily genders into them. It can mean masculine energy. It can mean somebody who identifies as male, but it can also just be the boss energy, because the king is very high up on that list. So yes, right then, there you are, Tammy. I hope that makes sense, my darling. I really, really do. Oh, I just dropped a card. It wasn't a part of your reading, so it doesn't count as one of those readings. But yes, thank you very much. Thank you so much for messaging today, Tammy. Thank you so much for your reading. I hope that makes sense. I really, really, really do. So yes, thank you, my darling. Right then, everybody, I can see in the chat that Anita is asking for people's ages. If one of the spanners asks you any questions, if one of the moderators, the people with a little blue wrench or spanner next to their name, if one of the spanners asks you a question, please answer them. They have full authority here on the live stream, so they are absolutely kind of my soldiers. They keep the chat nice and friendly. They deal with any trolls. They moderate people who might need a bit of moderating, if that makes sense. And so yeah, they keep everything nice and clean and lovely for everybody. So please, if they ask you your age, it's because I've asked them. If they ask you any other questions, it is because I've asked them for that information, because it means that I don't have to stop the feed and ask you a question live while then we're waiting for for you to reply, because there is a delay on the YouTubes. While then we're waiting for you to get back and type, and then for me to see that, and blah blah blah, all of the above. So yes, Dr. Priya, post your question. The chat is back open. Dr. Priya, if you are unfortunately, if you don't post a question, I can't do your question. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Anywho, right, I'm going to crack on with the next one. Good Soul. I love that name. Good Soul, you are 24. Your question is civil service, your career field that I am destined to be in. Oh, is civil service. I didn't see the is. Sorry. I was like, that's not a question. But is civil service the career field you are destined to be in? That's really interesting. Okay. I will do you a little time swoopy. If you can just say hello in the chat, Good Soul, so that we know you are still here, because people do tend to dip in and dip out. And I could spend 20 minutes just going, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? And people have left the chat. So then, let's have a look. Good Soul is here. Hello. Fabulous. I'm going to do you a little swooshy, and then we will get to your reading. Fantastic. So then, your question is civil service your career field? Let's have a look. So then, I don't know which dragon we're going to have for you today. It's Wispy. Okay. Okay, Wispy. So then, what is Good Soul's question? I'm losing the ability to speak. Good Soul's question is civil service the career field for them? Is this where they should be headed? So it's quite a nice, kind of a fairly simple question, actually. Do you know what? I think I'm going to do you we've had two. Okay, so we've had 3 cards jump out. I was about to say I'm going to do you a 2-card reading, and Wispy made 3 cards jump. So then, if this was going to be a 3-card reading, what would it be? So then, Wispy, thank you for that. You are very adamant about what type of readings I do for you, aren't you? So, okay, this is actually relevant. So thank you, Wispy. In the past then, or in the energy that's coming into the present, I should say, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles is career and finances. The 3 is all about learning your trade. It's about an apprenticeship. It's about putting in the work, learning your ages. No, not learning your ages. Earning your stripes is the word I was trying to say. My brain just read something and I got distracted. So yeah, earning your stripes. That's what this card is. Putting the work in for you to get the qualification, for you to go off and do the things, right? So if civil service is something that you want to do, what branch of civil service, because it's a huge, like, that's like saying going into the military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, like which part of the military. And then, are you going to be a soldier? Are you going to be a mechanic? Are you going to be a pilot? Are you going to be a, you know what I mean? It's like civil service is such a broad umbrella. So what is it within the civil service that you want to do? One more, please, Kirsty, and then we'll knock it at 8. Thank you very much. So yeah, what area of civil service is it that you want to do? How do you want to go into it? Like all of that. This is what this question is. Do you have the qualifications? Do you have the expertise? That's the question that you need to kind of sort yourself out with moving forward. Does that make sense? Now, in the present position, we have the King of Cups reversed. Now, this is an interesting one because this is talking about your passion, and that, or it's talking about, it could be somebody else. Now, I don't know why. As soon as I saw this card, my brain went father figure. So I don't know whether there's somebody in your life that would represent a father figure or somebody in authority that doesn't think your heart is in it, doesn't think this is right for you. Let me know, good soul. Let me know if I'm on the right tangent, on the right track here. Because the King of Cups is always an emotional card. It's always talking about it's always somebody in authority. But the reversal of this is basically saying that there is a little bit of doubt. There is a little bit of uncertainty. There is a little bit of, like, I mean, I was going to say you're questioning. Of course you're questioning because you asked the bloody question of a tarot reader. But you know what I mean? It really is that you are questioning, like, which route is this for you? What do you do? How do you do it? So that is something that I think, if it's you that's questioning, then you are really going to have to, like, work out where your passion is, because this cup is talking about your passion, your what floats your boat, what tickles your pickle, what makes you moist. Sorry, everyone. I don't know what else to say. But, you know, what is it that drives you into the civil service? It's all of that you need to have a look at. Mary Kearney, thank you very much for the lovely blue heart on the lovely Facebook. Thank you for that. So yeah, like, what is it that you are wanting to do? So that's, I think, a big question for you at the moment is, like, whether you are questioning your own decision, or if this is a father figure or somebody else around you that is basically saying, ooh, we're not sure. Because the future card is all about resilience. Now, the card is called Strength. Now, quite often this is seen as it is in this card. It's a lion with either a thorn in its paw that the girl is pulling out, or a crooked tooth that the girl is pulling out. But the girl represents subconscious. The lion itself represents the resilience. It represents that strength of character. Now, for you to be moving forward towards this, you really, really, really have to be sure. Like, so you're asking the question, is the civil service the right career path? First of all, which part of the civil service do you want to go into? Secondly, like, what is this about? Is this really your passion? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And thirdly, you might need to have this strength, this resilience, if this is your passion, to see it through. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, my darling. I love the fact that the word moist is getting such a reaction in the chat. Moisty, moisty, moist, moist, moist. I love the word moist. I love the fact that everybody always goes, ew, moist. I know, right? Moist. But yeah, it's funny. Your friend hates that word, Angela. Really? Is that your moist mate? Do you buy them for Christmas, a little hamper made up of beauty care and skincare, and you always make sure to include some moist towelettes? I like a good moist towelette. It resonates. Oh, thank you, good soul. Hopefully, my darling, like, things will clear up for you in the weeks and that to come. Do come back and let us know if you've made any decisions on things. Do let us absolutely know that. That's lovely. I love the fact that Mary Kearney is just putting all these different emojis onto Facebook. Dr. Priya, are you here, Dr. Priya? We are going to do one more shout out for you. If you are here, put your question into the chat now. We are holding the last space for you, Dr. Priya. If not, then we will move on and allow it to open to somebody else. So Dr. Priya, if you want your question, if you're here on YouTube, or if you're even on Facebook, you need to put it into the chat on the YouTube. and like do it now, because we are going to give the space to someone else if not. But anyway, thank you very much for your question, good soul. I'm glad that it resonates. I'm glad it makes sense. And as I say, hopefully you will, hopefully I've just seen all the messages about moist. Hopefully we will see you again very, very soon. You do all the time. You do the same. You love the word moist. Moist. Moisten things. I love it when you go, I was going to moisten my lips. And people go, yeah. I love that. I love it. Right. I even, you see, Kelly, you see how on screen, you see how that is spaced at. I read that as apparently a lot of folks hate the word, but I do love the word moist myself. As in right now. That's what I read that as. I was like, really? Oh gosh. I love Sundays. I love Sundays so much. Right then. I'm going to go on to Angela. Angela Homer, I've just seen you in the chat. So can you please pop your, can you please say hello if you are still here, unless you've done a bunk. And I will read your question for you. Now, just before I do need to remind everybody that our, absolutely neat. I've just seen that in the Sunday mod thing. I agree with you entirely. So then, Angela, we will do your reading. Now, I do have to say, everybody, I do have to say that tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do obviously make all of your own decisions about your own life, but it's also, this is a warm and welcoming and friendly community here on the YouTubes. Thank you, my darling Angela. And what we would ask is that you respect everybody and you respect their questions, and that basically as things... It's 111 here. What's 111? What's 111? 1111. 1111. That's a thing, isn't it? Yes. Oh, you're in Canada as well, Sydney. Wow. I've got a few Canadian viewers. Thank you to my Canadian subscribers. Merci beaucoup. If you speak le français. Je ne pas parler le français. As you can tell, because that was horrendous. But yes, anyway, right, I try not to slurp my coffee on the stream because I know that the misophoniacs out there absolutely hate it. So let me just see if I can, what can I, right, this is going to be a 2-seconder just while I slurp my coffee, okay? So apologies, everyone. Just a reminder that this is tarot without the fluffy bits. Oh, just managed it in time. I've got one coffee today, and then I am now going on to water. I know, right? The moderators will be like, Jesus, Lisa, what the hell is happening? Who are you? Which of the body snatchers has taken over Lisa? She's only got one coffee. I know, because I am watching a lot of YouTubers who do a lot of live streaming, and they drink water rather than coffee or anything else. And it helps their throat. And quite often with me, when I get to like towards this second hour, my throat gets a bit claggy, so I'm trying out the water. Anyway, I've got your question in, Angela, so I am going to do your timestamp swoop right now. Okay, so Angela is asking a serious question. Please, can you, a question, please. Can you and your partner save our marriage, or is she with someone else? Okay, my darling, I will have a look at that for you. Remember, you do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Just need to put that out there into the universe. But this is, oh, okay. So we have Scarlet back. Interesting. Okay, Scarlet. So it is a matter of the heart. So Scarlet is very much the guide, the dragon that helps with that. So yes, no, Anita. Tammy Moodie is in Canada as well, and also, oh my lord, we have another regular who is Canadian as well. No, Tammy is from Canada, absolutely. Right then, so Scarlet, let's have a little look-see. we are looking to see a little bit of guidance for Angela about her relationship with her wife, and she wants to know if her and her wife are going to be able to patch things up and stay together and like carry on, or is her wife already moving on to someone else. Let's have a little look see. So then let's see what the cards say. Oh, a double drop. Okay, a little bit of uncertainty on the cards. Let's have a look. So wow, okay. Okay, so then in the past position, we have the 7 of Cups. Now, again, we've already seen this once tonight. This is really interesting because cards come up quite regularly. For me, the guides will show me a card and then it will get repeated in the same readings or in the same evening, I should say. So this is talking about being at a crossroads. This is the recent past. I think that you... Now, how can I... Oh, I'm trying to rest my arm. This is basically saying, Angela, that I think... you've probably been together for a little while and you have reached a point where I don't want to say 7-year itch, but it's almost, because this is a 7, but there's almost that element of actually you are wanting to stop, ask the questions, like take stock and just feel a little bit stuck in a rut and just a bit unsure of how to move forward. That's the sort of energy that this card is giving. Okay, so it is very much talking about, this isn't something that happens at the beginning of a relationship. This is like a bit of a way in where suddenly it's like, are we really, like, is this what we both want? Are we really in the same place? And so I think this is a 14 years. So it's okay. I was about to say it's 2 times 7, but obviously we know that. But there is that element then where after a while, like a little bit of complacency sets in, all of that. But you've also got this thing of, you know, being at a crossroads and being at that point where, do you still feel the same? Do you still love each other? Do you still, you know, where are you on that? And I think that this is where you've been recently in the recent past, because this is really like, it's a card of looking at a situation and just feeling stuck. It's like, well, what do we do now? I've grown this wonderful bush of a relationship. Don't take that the wrong way, but I've grown this wonderful plant. It's got all these succulent flowers, which are the cups. So it's got all this like amazing emotion involved. It's got this history to it. We've come all this way, and now what do I do? Like, where do we go? I'm not singing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. No. Where do we go from here? I've got to. The ADHD just won't let it slide. In the present, it's an interesting card because we've got a card that normally means celebration. So we've got the 6 of Cups. Now this is normally, as I say, all about celebration. It's about coming together as a community, celebrating the fact that you're together. So I don't know whether there's an anniversary coming up. I don't know whether there's something like that going on, whether there's a milestone or some sort of thing that is pressing on you. Now you say you've been together for 14 years. Like, is that like married for 10 and together for 4 before that? You know, it feels like there's some sort of big date that this is relating to, and that this is almost like not a tipping point, but it feels like there's a milestone. Yeah, is the word. There's a milestone that's happening. And that milestone, it's normally a celebratory thing. So it's normally that thing of, you know, being able to come together and celebrate the union. So this is still upright. So I think there is still hope to patch things up, especially if you've got some sort of big event coming up. Yeah, there's something here, something coming up that is a momentous moment. There really is. And if there is, then it's kind of like working together towards that. Does that make sense? Now the future, I'm going to pull you another couple of cards, don't worry. Now the future, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Now Pentacles is normally about career and finances, money. The Knights are the ones, I always say, pages are the youthful naive energy, and the Knights are the rebellious teenage energy. So there's a slight rebellious streak coming in, a little bit of stubbornness, a little bit of putting your foot down, especially where money is concerned. But I'm going to pull you 2 more cards. Right, Wispy, sorry, Scarlet, what I'm looking for, and Wispy, seeing as you ruffled my neck, what we are looking for is a couple of cards of guidance and outcome. Okay, so a guidance card, an advice card, and an outcome card. So in that order, please. So guidance, we have justice reversed. Okay, so this is talking about not being hard on each other, not if there has been any, oh, how can I put this? If there's been any affair, like finding a way through it, if there has, I'm not saying there has, or if there's anything where, you know, that isn't fair, it's like finding a way beyond that. Because I don't think that, like, this justice element, it can mean a legal thing. So, and the reversal could be like legal struggle coming in, but this is in the advice position. So for me, this is really saying, like, this is okay, right. It could mean, because I just tell it as it is, Angela, I'm not trying to like fluffy you. It could mean that if things are going to go bad, get some legal advice, right? If the relationship, there was a third party, right? If the relationship is, if you are struggling, if this is a marriage, get some legal advice, because this could be bad. Legally, this could be bad. Okay, so what this is basically saying, light energy, please confirm your age before we close the questions. Thank you. This could be bad, Angela. Yeah, this could go against you legally. So whether that is, you know, whether there was a prenup or not a prenup, whether there's items of the marriage that are going to be split that actually are yours, that weren't marital assets, all of these things, double check that. But also, like this justice element, it may well be that there is some getting over. So this could also be relating to like counseling to move forward together. And the outcome, right, we have the 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles reversed. Now the reversal, I wouldn't read too much in, however, the reversals do give a bit of a negative flavor, but the 10 of pentacles is talking about money, and it's talking about being at the end of a journey where it comes to money. So, oh, Angela, this isn't going to be the answer that you're wanting, and it's not a definitive answer either way. But what I would say is, were you their meal ticket, or are they your meal ticket? Because that's what this is saying, is that this is the end of the money train. Like the money train is going to be ending. So that is something to absolutely... Okay, questions are now closed, everybody. Thank you very much, Kirsty. This is something to bear in mind, okay, that actually the outcome could well be a rejigging of finances, whatever that means. That doesn't mean the relationship is going to end, but it could mean that actually you both have to realize that if there was a third person, that things went wrong before that third person was there. Are you going to have those adult, difficult discussions about, do we still love each other? Is there still enough of a spark there? Do we want to, you know, just call it a day and end things? Or do we want to actually work bloody hard and move forward and move past that? And that is a decision that only you two can make. But I think even if you do move past that, this rejigging of finances and rejigging of this justice card, this legal element, may well be some advice for you to take. So it could be that actually you are going to, you know, stay together, but actually, what is it that Gwyneth Paltrow said? Consciously uncouple. It's like you're going to no longer, like, you might get a dissolution, divorce, whatever it is. You might end up getting a divorce, and then, but staying together, you just don't want to be married and having that tie. Or it could be that you are going to, you know, work together, but it's going to take a long time, counseling, building up trust, all of those things again. There's nothing here that's saying either way, to be honest with you, Angela. There's nothing that's pointing in one direction or the other. There really, really isn't. It is literally just saying the advice and the outcome card here being the two biggie ones, like check your legal status, really check your legal status, and be aware that, like, excuse me, it's my tummy. Be aware of the money train ending, whatever that means for you, whatever that means for you as a couple. I hope that helps, my darling. It's probably not the reading that you were hoping to receive, but as I say, this is tarot without the fluffy bits. I can only pass the message on that the cards give me in the manner that they give me it. So I hope that helps in some way, my darling. Either way, thank you so much for your question. And yeah, do please let us know how it goes. And obviously, I think every single person here in the chat, on the live, would like to wish you the absolute very best, because whatever it is you're going through, however this ends up, I know that when you're in the middle of it, it can feel pretty shitty. So yeah, thank you for coming on tonight and asking a question, and hopefully you know, things will work out for you as best that they can. But do let us know in the future how you're going on, and stay in touch. All right, my darling, that is your reading for tonight. So, right, I'm going to do a little swoopy, and then we will go on to the next question. Okay, so Sydney Jackson. Sydney, are you here, my darling? If so, can you please put the okay. I'll leave that on screen, Angela, just in case. Yeah, go and have a little look-see. Sydney Jackson, can you please say hello in the live chat? Say hello, say hello, say hello. This isn't a copyright, because these aren't the right words. Do. Say hello, say hello. Beyonce can't sue me, because this is not her words. Say hello, hello, say hello, Sydney Jackson. Put it in the live stream, put it in the comments. Say my name, say my name. Say hello. Nope. Okay, Sydney Jackson, I've given you plenty of time. I have sung a song very badly. And anything? Sydney? No. Right then, okie dokie. We will move on to Nathan. What? Nathan for Evs. I read that as Nathan News. Nathan for Evs. Nathan for Evs. Nathan for Evs, can you say hello in the live chat, please? Say hello, say hello. Do. Maybe we need to have this. Say hello, say hello. Nathan for Evs. Do we have Nathan for Evs? I know, right? I'm on the alternative karaoke. I am. Oh, I have been listening to myself sing from way back when. Oh my God. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Nathan for Evs. Forever, ever. That's where my brain goes. Right, I'm going to call one more time. Sammy Jackson or Nathan for Evs, and then we are going to move on. Moving on. Please say that you are here, otherwise I'll move on. Without a fear, say my name. Oh no, that's the right words. Say hello, say hello. So hard trying not to sing the right words. I mean, to be fair, when I was performing live, when I was performing on stage, I would regularly forget the words, and I would sing the same verse like 3 times because I just forget what the verse was. And that was before fibro and ADD. That was just the way that my brain worked. So yeah, I actually found a piece of paper which had the keywords on it for one of the Alison Moyet songs that I used to sing. Only looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Seems like only yesterday, it's moving further away. Won't you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew. Only you. Got to sing the whole lot. Once I start, it's the law. Right then, so it looks like Nathan for Evs and Sydney Jackson are not here. So we will move on. Ed, my darling, are you going to get this really interesting job you've applied for? Edd Etherington. Hello. Edd Etherington, can you say hello in the chat, please? That would be really lovely. I keep saying it like that, by the way, everybody, because Ed, moving on up. We're moving on up, moving on up. Nothing is nothing. Now, in my head, that sounds just like her. In my head, it's like she's in the fucking room, okay? Moving on up, moving on up. In my head, she's literally like she's here in my head. I don't know what that sounds like. I'm going to have to play that back. I don't know what it sounds like when I do it, but in my head, that is spot on. Moving, moving, moving. Nothing can stop me. I know it's here. Thank you. Thank you. Trying to interrupt my singing, Anita. She's going, Ed's here. Stop singing. Stop singing. Edd is here. Stop it. I know, right? So bad. I apologize. Hello, says Edd. Right then, so we're going to do you a timestamp. We're going to do a little swooshy, and then we will do your eating. It's one of those days. Then we'll do your reading. Okay, Edd's question is Edd going to get this really interesting job you're going to get to? Dr. Priya, we called you like 3 times on this feed and you weren't here, unfortunately. The readings have now closed, but if you come over onto the YouTube, we might be able to squeeze you in. But we did call you like 3 times, so yeah, we've tried. What? It's spot on, Kirsty. I don't know what you're listening to, love. Moving on up. She's literally here. How does it feel to make you feel proud? I love her for small. I love her so much. But yeah, there we go. How does it done tonight to make you feel proud? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Right, Edd. So we are going to ask for the lovely Edd. Edd has applied for a really interesting job, and what Edd would like to know is, how is it going to go? How is this interesting job going to go? And I'm really fascinated to know what the job is. But you know, don't jinx things. Don't jinx things. So then, I'm not sure which dragon. Which one are we going to have, please? Have we got? Oh. Have we got a little bit of Splishy? Have we got a mermaid dragon? Have we really got a mer dragon? Really? Oh, now this is interesting, Edd. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, right then, mer dragon, Splishy. Let's have a little look. Water energy. That's really interesting. Right, okay. Water energy. So I don't know what this job is, Edd, but it's something that is very it's flowy. It's something that is okay. Right, okay. We've got water energy on board. I wasn't expecting that. So then, Splishy, can we please have a reading for Edd, who would like to know how this job is going? The job that Edd has applied for. It is an interesting job, and I feel the need to have a hydration moment with my own water. Maybe that's why I've got water tonight. I don't know. It's very strange, but yes. Right then, we're going to cut the deck. There's no modifier. We don't tend to get modifiers with Splishy, but we're going to cut the deck. Oh, a very low cut. It's putting electrical components together. So the exact opposite of water. The one thing you don't want water doing. But it sounds like flow. Oh, hang on a second. Right, I'm calling that. We've had 2 of the same cards pop up from the previous reading. So I'm calling that a misshuffle. So if they come up again, Splishy, then we will absolutely read them. But I am calling that a misshuffle. So then, oh, Splishy, come on. So flowing energy, water energy, malleable energy. So what that means, Edd, when we're talking malleable, we've had a card flip. The High Priestess. Interesting. So the card flipped, your modifier, the High Priestess, is very aloof, but also she tends to pop up for me when we're talking about some sort of spiritual element or some sort of some sort of almost like guidance. So I don't know whether you need the guidance or whether this is talking about guidance. Karina Jake on the Facebook, unfortunately, the readings are closed now, my darling. And also you would need to ask the question over on the YouTube. So yeah, although you can watch them on the Facebook, you do need to be on the YouTube to come over and receive a reading. But the list has now closed for this evening, my darling. We're only going on for another 25 minutes. So then, Ed, the High Priestess is very much for me somebody who is learned and learning. So this could be that there is an element here where you need to learn. So there could be some education involved in the job. So that could be interesting. Right, let's have a look. So radio waves. Okay, radio waves make sense. Radio waves make sense. Right, okie dokie. So then in the past, we've got the Page of Wands. Wands is sense of security, sense of self. And I think your sense of self has been knocked in the last, in the recent time, because this is reversed. And this is talking about that naive energy that the pages bring. Now, this isn't a negative. It's just saying that I think you've been knocked. You've had your confidence knocked. So yeah, it does make it interesting. Yeah, you've had your oh, what you mean the learning? That's really cool. So yeah, I think you've had your confidence knocked, and I think it's taking you a bit of a while to kind of get back to the point of being able to apply for jobs, and especially things that you're interested in. So yeah, take this as a good positive card, because it's saying that actually you are moving forward with things. So that is really cool. Now in your present position, we've got the Tower. Now this normally would come up as a warning card. So the Tower is talking about having things that you built up be knocked down. Now this could be the fact that you're building all your hopes on this job application, in which case, like, there will be other jobs. If this one isn't the right one for you, there will be other jobs. Keep that in mind, bear that in mind. But it could also be that you've actually got to knock down certain elements of how you think about yourself and how you think about the workplace. And you've got to kind of, it's almost like you need to be knocked down a peg or two before you build yourself back up. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what the card would mean. It doesn't really make much sense coming after this card, but it is very much, you're rocked to your foundations, put it that way, and then you build yourself back up from your foundations. Now and again, this could be something that you've been working on. So this could be something that, applying for this job is part of you building up your foundations. Absolutely. Now in your future position, we have the Knight of Cups upright. Now the Knight of Cups, again, knights are quite stubborn, but the cups are the card all about your passions. So if this is something that you are really, really interested in, is really, really passionate, then whether it's this job or whether a job in this field, like if this is opening up an idea where you're like, oh, I could do this and this will be really cool and I could do this, then this is something that is really, really well suited. Now, as you can see, the cup, the knight has, there we go, a bunch of flowers in a cup, but in a vase. And it's doing that thing that they love. So they are going after the thing they love. Now, if this is the right one for you, if this is the thing that you are going to love to do, and it's more than just it's a job, then that is something that's really interesting, especially with the High Priest here as well, the High Priestess, because this is really talking about, the things that spark that joy beyond just, oh, I could do that, it will pay the bills. Do you know what I mean? This is like that thing that is going to go, actually, this is a bit of job fulfillment and it's going to be really interesting. And, there's scope for me to grow and learn and all of that. So that looks really positive. Splishy, we're going to ask for 2 more cards. And we want an outcome card and we want a how we get to that outcome card. Okay, so the first one is how we get there. The second one is the outcome. So how we get to the outcome. Oh, Ed, slight bit of warning, the 8 of Swords. So some issues that you may not be aware of yet because it's reversed, and some obstacles that you have to overcome. Now, I don't know what those obstacles are going to be, but there's stuff that you're probably aware of right now that you will need support to work through. Don't know what that means. I don't even know why the word support came in then, because apparently support. I'm not questioning when the words come out of my mouth. It's just the words that come out of my mouth. So I don't know what that means. Normally, I would have said that this is things that you are putting off because of the snow here, because you are inside. Look, this person is inside the house looking at these issues. They can't deal with them because they're all snowed under, and it's that feeling of the obstacles are there. We'll get to them when we get to them. So there's that. Does that make sense? And in the outcome, we've got the Queen of Cups, but she is reversed. Whereas now the reversal means an unexpected element to this. The Queen of Cups is quite good because it's a slightly more nurturing, but it's also that element of not being the king, not going in at a top level, not doing the authority thing. The Queen is a lot more nurturing and a lot more kind of, it's a lot gentler. So I think this is a really interesting one where you are really, really, really going to be, whether it's this job, Ed, or whether it's in this field, you are going to be finding the things that sparks joy, and the Queen is good. An assessment to put you in the right place. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's going back to this and the obstacles and the things you need to do here. And also this bit of finding and chasing your passion. And again, this Queen of Cups, this is a really cool card because it is talking about like being able to go after and being able to see and make decisions about the things that fire you up. Now, she is reversed, so I think there's going to be a limit to that, and that there may well be some unexpected results. So it may well be there are some hurdles yet to overcome, but whether it's this particular job you're going to interview for, or whether it's something in this same field, or even with this same company, it could well be that this particular job isn't going to be the one, but they will keep you on file and it will be that company. Do you know what I mean? It could be something like that. If this is a company that has lots of different areas, then it could be that, you know, they'll be like, oh, actually, there's this job over here you might be better suited for. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I hope you are doing great. So yes, Tammy has to leave. You've got a first class starting in witchcraft on Zoom. Awkward Wave and Love and Light My Wyrdlings. Fabulous. Have a lovely time, Tammy. I've been looking at a few Zoom courses and then I'm thinking I could teach these bloody things, you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Tammy. And Ed, I really hope that helps. It feels really positive. It feels like even if this isn't the job, this is like the area you're going to be going into. And it almost feels like you've gone, oh shit, I can do this. I can do this. I didn't think I could do this, but I can do this. Oh, and it's that's like, oh. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, absolute. Oh my God, fingers crossed. Good luck, all of the above. I really, really, really hope. And I think all of the Wyrdlings on the stream would absolutely wish you the very best of luck, my darling. So fingers, toes, and anything else you could possibly crossed. My eyes. Is that cross my eyes? I don't know. There we are. Does that cross my eyes? You lot can see, I can't see because I got my eyes crossed. So yeah, thank you very much. Oh, no worries, Tammy. Thank you very much, my darling. Yeah, we will see you soon. Jessica's there. Look, Jessica's saying good luck with the job. Yeah, hopefully, my darling. But yeah, let us know. Let us know how it goes. Really exciting. Really exciting, Ed. Right then, the last reading tonight is for Dr. Priya. So, Priya, your husband, Hunamanta, is looking for a job abroad. When and where can we expect, and your future relationship? Right. Okay. I don't know if I can answer that on a 3-card reading. But right, let's see. So your husband, Hunamanta, is looking for a job abroad. When and where can we expect? How can I pass this down? Right, let's have our future relationship. Right, I tell you what, we'll just ask the question to the cards and they will answer what they need to answer, okay? I don't think, there's no way of knowing, there's no way of knowing countries. So there is no way of knowing countries, okay? It's just impossible. There's no way of doing that. We can sometimes look at timescales, we can sometimes look at things like that, but yeah. We'll have a look. Dr. Priya, are you still here? Well, I need you to say hello in the chat, please, Dr. Priya. Seriously, Ed, you're virtually sending you the biggest of hugs and so much positive energy. You're lovely. This sounds completely up your alley, and we really need the universe on your side with this one. We do. I'll tell you what we're going to do, Ed. Hang on a second. Let me just. We're going to do this. This is for Ed. Do I have? Where's the bloody candle? Why have I not got a candle holder on this sodding altar? This is ridiculous. Can you see this altar behind me? See this ridiculous altar? There's not a candle holder on it. I mean, how ridiculous. Really? Hold on, everyone. Stream stops momentarily while Lisa absolutely loses her mind over the fact that I don't have a flipping candle holder. Oh, it's because it's in there. I've got it. It's all right. Panic over. I've got my little bat. I'll use my little bat. So then, Ed, we're going to move that one there that Holland may well have sent me, appearing soon in an Etsy video. We're going to put the bat on there. Whoops. Oh, my God. Knocking everything over. Right. Where did the bat go? Hold on, everybody. Apologies in the live stream. I know, right? Just trying to do a nice thing. So we're going to put the altar tile on first. Altar tile and then the bat. And we are going to use a green candle for luck and for money. And we are going to light the green candle for luck and money. And we are going to send this positive energy to Ed. This does, of course, require matches. You can see I wasn't ready for this live stream. Oh, look, by the way, I've just found a Fimo thing. You know when I said about my necklace? This is the other thing that they make on their channel. So, yes. The travel altar has blue tack. Absolutely, I know, right? I've got my matches. Hang on. Hold on. I can't pick them up. Oh, I've got a lighter. We'll use the lighter. Here we go. We're going to go old school. No, we're not. We're going to go new school. So there we are then, everybody. We're just doing a live mini ritual for that there, Ed. So then I'm going to ask, we're going to ask Gaia, and we're going to ask, do I ask Hecate? We might as well ask Hecate. We'll ask Hecate and we'll ask the dragon guides. So then what we are looking for is we are looking to send Edd Etherington some positive vibes in terms of the interview that he's just done. For this job, and we are going to send these vibes across, and that even if this isn't the right job, we are going to make sure that Ed has the spark and everything else to find the right job. That is what we want. We want these energies to go. Poppy, if you can help with that, thank you very much. So there we go then. So that green candle, you can just see it just there. That green candle is lit. So then we want these energies to flow. Thank you very much. Dragons, we will ask you to help and send, because you've connected with Ed, so we want you to send that across as well. I know, right? Spontaneous ritual, spontaneous witchcraft. I know, right? Live on the YouTubes. So we are wanting this to go across. So Gaia, Hecate, Hera, and Hygeia. We might as well use all four. So we are asking that this energy is right and good for the good of all. We are asking that you help Ed in terms of the career. We are asking that things go well for this interview, and of course we are asking that it is a good move for Ed, and that if this job is not the right one, that it points him in the direction that he needs to see and needs to go in. So yeah, that is what we are lighting this candle for, and we're going to let this candle burn down, and I'm going to turn the goddess around. So there we are, our lovely pregnant goddess. We are going to send that energy off into the universe. So thank you very much. Right then, so Dr. Priya is here. I'm going to do your last reading. Oh, that feels really nice. Right then, that energy is doing what it needs to do. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if this isn't the right job, then it will hopefully point you in the direction of one that is, and fulfill you in a new way. Right, I need to take a drink. Sorry, everybody. Do you like the Galaxy bottle, by the way? Isn't it very cool? Right then, so Dr. Priya, we are going to be asking your question, which is, your husband, Hulamanta, is looking for a job abroad. Where and when can we expect, and your future relationship? So for the guides, whichever of the three guys want to come in tonight, because you're all interacting tonight, which is beyond bonkers. So whichever one wants to help, we are looking for Dr. Priya's husband, Hunamanta, who is looking for a new job and applying abroad. And Dr. Priya would like to know if things are going to go, how things are going to go, what countries maybe to look at, and also how they are going to move forward in their relationship together. So, okay, we'll have a look at that for you now, Dr. Priya. Do we have any particular card jumping? Oops, no card jumping, just me dropping like half the deck. So that's absolutely cool. That Galaxy bottle usually has oat milk in it. It does normally have oat milk in it when I go to Kirsty's, absolutely, because I take my oat milk with me. I had to put it in a little bottle the other day when we were going to pick up the pup. Right then, oh, Dr. Priya, you're not going to like it, Dr. Priya. It's very unclear. There's nothing. So you have no major arcana cards. There was no jumpy card. So we've got the 9 of Wands. Now, the Wands is all about your sense of self, okay? And this is reversed. Now, you're asking about your husband and work. And this is really saying that you need to build the foundations and build a strong base on those solid foundations. Unfortunately, the reversal here is saying that actually the foundations may not be strong. Now, I don't know whether this is the foundations for this job or whether this is the foundations for the two of you, but because it, like, nothing here is pointed, apart from the next card could possibly be more career related, but nothing is pointed at either your question about being abroad or your question about the relationship. So it's saying that the foundations aren't that strong. It's saying that actually, you know, you do need to concentrate on that. This is really a warning saying that the foundations may not be as strong as you think they are. Whatever that means for you, Dr. Priya, whatever that means for you. Now, in the present position, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of discs or coins. Now, this is career and finance related. Normally, this will be talking about having your blindfold lifted, but this is reverse, which means you are being hoodwinked somewhere along the line. There is some vested interest in keeping your blinkers on and not allowing you to see the picture as clearly as it can be. Now, Pentacles is very much about money and career. So that would lead me to question, what is it about the career aspect? What is it about the financial aspect that you are not able to see right now? Like, what is it that you are being smoke and mirrored about? Because there's something going on that you are being kept from. Now, it's not that this is the blindfold coming down. The blindfold is already there. You're just not having it lifted. Does that make sense? Because of the reversal here. Now, in the future position, we've got the 3 of Swords. Now, Swords has not come up a lot tonight. We've had, I think this is the first sword. Sword is trouble and strife and obstacles. Okay, so this is the suit which is talking about things to overcome. Now, I just said about the blindfold and you not seeing everything clearly. The 3 of Swords reversed is literally talking about there are some issues that you are aware of, that you've dealt with. And then there is normally, if it was this way up, you'll be like, look, the big issue's resolved. These ones are still yet to come. This is reverse, which is saying that there is still some issues to come. And even the big one hasn't been resolved. Like, there is stuff happening behind the scenes that you probably aren't aware of. Now, whether this is relationship based or whether this is in terms of your husband's career, I don't know, but there is something here that you are being blinkered from and not being aware of, some issues that you still need to address. I'm going to pull you 2 more cards. So we've got an advice card and an outcome card. I don't know why I'm doing that tonight. It just feels right. The advice card, we've got the Hangman. So this is talking about patience. Patience for the sake of wisdom, short-term sacrifice to get a larger end goal. So that is really, really interesting. Again, I don't know whether this is the career or whether this is you as a couple. I don't know what that pentacle means. Normally it would mean, it means money. Normally it would mean career. But this doesn't, it doesn't feel right when I say career, unless he's already got a job, unless he's already got a job offer, or he's turned down a job offer and not told you. Like, it's that sort of thing. Yeah. So it's that sort of thing where he's like, honestly, I'm still looking, I'm applying for jobs in America, and actually he's not, because he can't be asked. You know, it could be that, or it could be that he's got a job in America and he's about to fly off tomorrow, but he hasn't told you. You know, there's something like that going on behind the scenes in terms of career and money, where that blindfold hasn't been lifted for you. This is very much for you. Whether he knows a different situation or not, I don't know. But the advice here: patience, short-term sacrifice for a longer. I can't clarify. I can't clarify, Dr. Priya. This is literally, there is nothing here about relationship. There are no cups cards. There are no of the only major arcana card that we've got is the Hangman that's come up as your advice, which is saying patience and short-term sacrifice for long-term result. There is no, like, this could mean relationship. This could mean work. This could literally be either. Your question, you're asking two questions. I don't know what this one is relating to, as whatever feels right, whatever it's answering for you. It's literally saying short-term goal for long-term result. That is what the card means. The card represents Odin hanging on the tree of life, to be given the wisdom of the runes. So it's talking about sacrifice for the greater good, for the long term. If that means for you that sacrifice is you sacrificing something in your life right now for your life together later, then it will be relationship wise. If it's something where you are sacrificing something in your work or in your husband's work for a longer term goal, say, you know, you're turning down a job where you live because you want to move abroad, then that's what it's relating to. I don't know, because I'm not in your life situation, and I can't clarify. Even with a 5-card reading, there is no major arcana here apart from this one. There is nothing suited telling me either way. And again, you asked two very, very different questions. So I honestly, like, again, that 5 of Pentacles is talking about this being kept blindfolded. Now, the outcome that we've got doesn't help either, unfortunately. It doesn't help in terms of, you know, pointing you in either direction, because we've got the 9 of Swords. Again, the second sword to come up all evening. So there are some issues here. The 9 of Swords is talking about, I'll show you it upright. It's talking about taking on other people's problems and dropping things, taking on too much, taking on too many issues, and having things that get dropped, things that get swept under the carpet, things that get missed along the way. That's what this card is talking about, and this is the outcome. So if this is work related, then it's talking about there are a lot of obstacles and issues to getting that, for your husband to get that job abroad and to overcome before we get there. If this is relationship wise, then this is talking about, you know, you taking on all of his issues and taking on too much to deal with and letting things slide, letting things drop that maybe you shouldn't let drop. Does that make sense? So like, if you were to deal, say if it's about your relationship, right, and you're having all of these issues, rather than deal with them individually, it's like you're trying to tackle them all at once. And actually, because you're tackling them all at once, you're missing the little things, you're missing the small things, because you're dealing with the big picture. And that's great. Dealing with the big picture can make things change, but those small things that get dropped, these small things that get lost along the way, are the ones that are going to be important, and they're the ones that are going to be left unresolved, and that will fester. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Dr. Priya. You know, that's unfortunately, sometimes the cards are very, very difficult to read, and in your case, there is nothing here that is saying that this is romance related, or nothing here saying this is particularly finance related, apart from that one card talking about blindfolds. Now, this normally for me, it's like there are certain cards in certain suits that don't mean what the suit normally follows. For me, this is talking all about blindfolds being lifted far more than it is talking about the pentacles as a suit. It's more about that blindfold element. So yeah, I hope that can make some sort of sense, Dr. Priya. All I can say is, you know, I wish you the very best of luck. And yeah, like, let us know in the future kind of what happens with your husband's career. There's nothing here talking about, you know, like a job. There's nothing here. There's no travel related. There's no 5 of Wands. There's no Chariot card. There's no World, there's no Wheel of Fortune, there's none of these cards that for me would indicate opportunity or chances or anything like that. So hopefully that makes sense for what it was. But that is the end of the stream, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. That is all we've got time for today. If you weren't able to get a reading, you can do one of two things. You can pop along to fiverr.com /Beyond Authentic. Now that is currently paused, so it isn't actually operational right now. I will be unpausing it later on this week, so do bear with me on that. Unfortunately, my fibro has been very, very active this last week, and it's meant that I've been dealing with a lot of stuff whilst also dealing with doggos and everything else. So yeah, that has been a thing. Also, if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button, click your bell icon, and then change your settings to all so that YouTube notifies you each and every time I upload a video. There will be a video coming this week with the Etsy review. I've had a look at a couple of Etsy shops and bought some items, and I've got some items to review for you, so that's really interesting. And there will also be an update on my sort of last couple of months of witchiness in general. And also over on the other channel, there will be the bloody air fry unboxing, and also a recipe, and also something about the dog, and also the Saturday car vlog. Yeah, in theory, that should all be coming up this week. But thank you ever much. I'm very tired now. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stream. I've had a blast. Don't forget, once you are subscribed, you are one of the wonderful Wyrdlings, part of our Wyrdling community here on the YouTubes. So thank you very, very much for joining me. And yeah, hopefully we will see you next time. All that's left to say is stay you, stay weird, stay authentic, and I will definitely see you on another one. Bye-bye.